all day. Now, on the other hand, the oil-based clay, it hardens over time, but you can still reuse it if you heat it up in the oven for 30 minutes on 180 to 200 degrees. And as you can see, I don't really use this anymore because, that's just way too long, So I'd rather use modeling clay because you can sculpt, keep on sculpting, and you don't have to stop to heat up the clay. So I suggest you guys use modeling clay. Also, if you guys are sculpting a half head mask or sculpture, make sure you guys sculpt like right here, like sculpt right here around the actual face. And I've seen some of you guys sculpt some half head sculptures, and you guys tend to sculpt like around here. And as you can see, that's small. So you guys should always sculpt like right in front of the ear, like right there, and all the way over. And also, if you guys are sculpting a full head sculpture, make sure to cover the neck, or not the neck, but like the whole, the whole head area, because that's a full head structure, obviously. As you can see, I got the clay-based layer of the armature or the scarecrow done. So basically, what this is that it's like the basic layer of clay for your sculpture. And without this, you guys you don't know where to start. So at least you got the basic shape of your mask done. And as you can see from the drawing, there's actually wrinkles right where the head is, and as you can see, there's no wrinkles here, and that's because I consider the wrinkle as a detail, and I'll be teaching you guys that later on. So always get the basic shapes done, and also as you can see, I cut out the nose and the eyes, and the reason why I did that is because if you guys cover this up, and once you guys make the eye holes itself, you guys aren't gonna know where the eyes are exactly. And also, if you're done with your mask, if you took out the cast and you cut out the eye holes, and if you wear the mask, the eye holes aren't gonna be where they are. So it's always good if you guys leave out like a space right there. And also for the nose, don't forget the nose. You guys can also cover this up anytime you want. So yeah, and as you can see, this clay-based layer, it's not. I still need to adjust it, as you can see, because the neck is a bit too big and stuff. So one of the hardest parts about making this, the clay-based layer is the measurements. Now, what you guys need to do is practice adding equal amounts of clay all over the armature. So, yeah. As you can see, it's not smoothing out. But you guys don't have to smoothen out. That's optional. So, yeah, this is important. Once again, this clay-based layer is important because you get to add details after and stuff. So, yeah, keep that in mind. So you guys need to practice how to do that. So yeah, this is day 2, and we're on main step 2, which is sculpting. So I actually don't know when this is going to be done, so let's see. Alright guys, this is day 3, and we're still on the main step number 2, which is sculpting. And as you guys can see, I've worked on the actual sculpture itself. I've added some of the details from the drawing, and I still need to add more, as you can see. So here's some tips about sculpting your mask sculpture. Make sure you guys make the neck a bit bigger, somewhat similar to this, because if you guys make it small, once you take the cast out and when you actually wear it, you guys might not be able to wear it because of the neck size. I had trouble with that with Freak Show 2, I think. Yeah, I had trouble putting it on because of the neck. It was too small. So make it extra big, but don't make it too big. So try to get in the habit of learning not to add as much as clay on the actual sculpture itself, because as you can see, I've already added clay. As for instance, the clay base layer, like I explained yesterday. So all you really need to do now is carve out the details, And if you guys don't really have to carve out everything. You just have to, you know, carve out the most important details, and you guys can add some clay, you know, to the sculpture. Just don't add clay to the point where it's gonna increase the height of the actual clay base layer itself, because that will ruin your cast. So, and also, as you can see, I've covered the nose, so whoever wears this, they can actually breathe. You know, the nose holes. Don't forget to make the nose holes too. I did some work on the eyes. I made it a bit smaller. Now about the eyes, make sure the guy or the person inside your mask will be able to see. So yeah, once again, the sculpture itself will not look exactly like the drawing, not unless if you want to, but I suggest you guys work on the sculpture more. So yeah, as you can see, it doesn't look anything like the drawing. The sculpture, the final sculpture and the final mask will look better than the drawing. And oh yeah, trying to get in the habit of using this. What it does, once again, it, you know, takes out clay from a surface and it makes it smaller. Or not smaller, but it makes it, you know, it trims it. And also, one of the important tools that you guys will need is your thumb. And what actually happens is, like, if something happens to your sculpture like this, you guys can see that, instead of using a wooden tool or adding more clay, you can just simply use your thumb and smear it as though nothing happened. As you guys can see. So yeah, use your thumb more often to soften up stuff. And if you're using oil-based clay, you know, it will pain your thumb, because, you know, oil-based clay starts to harden and it's gonna hurt. So, and also I've noticed in your sculptures, you guys tend to, you know, draw some lines, you know, like the eyes, you know, like the mouth, and yeah, get in the habit of not doing that, because this is sculpture, you know, it's supposed to look 3D. And if you guys add lines, as you can see, I added a line right there, but, you know, I'm gonna fix it later. I'm just, you know, mapping out the details. If you guys add lines and then you call it a sculpture, well, guess what? It's not a sculpture, because you guys aren't even doing anything to the sculpture itself. You know, you're just adding lines and dots. That doesn't do anything. You know, try to add stuff to your sculpture that will make it look, you know, like three-dimensional. Like, as you can see right here. You know, like right there. As you can see, that's not a line. It's like I carved out that part right there. So yeah, try your best not to add lines, because it's not gonna do anything. And once again, make sure you guys add stuff that will make it, you know, pop out. You know, make it look amazing to the human eye. Oh yeah, also, make sure you guys add details so that the depth of your mask will, you know, pop out. And what I mean by pop out is, like, you know, like the cheek. Like yesterday, I showed you guys the original base layer. Well, that base layer actually has no features in it. Like, you know, like the chin popping out, you know, the nose popping out, the eyebrows. Like, that's what I mean by depth. And also, here's a fun tip. If you guys want your sculpture to look evil or menacing, usually the masks out there that have like a pointy chin are usually the ones that look evil, you know. So I actually add some more clay right where the chin is, as you can see right there. So yeah, this is day 3 sculpting, and I don't know when the sculpture will be finished, and I hope I'll be finished soon. So yeah, I'll share some more tips with you guys as we go along.